Hey y'all, just wanted to try out a couple little things real quick here. And I had an opinion on a thing I wanted to give, and a little just like statement of something. So, disorganized as usual. Hi, welcome to my channel. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'd say I don't apologize for it, but I apologize for everything all the time. I have mental illness, and I like to video blog and stuff because I like to. Not looking for profit, not looking for calling my viewers like little nicknames like other influencers. I'm not into that. Always been pretty counterculture, and I'm here because I want to be. And today I wanted to start with my opinion, kick that out of the way, which is that I'm watching the news and everyone being upset, trying to get vaccines, and being very confused and upset and not knowing how to deal with and go through the system, not knowing how to get in contact with people to schedule appointments, not knowing how to, navigate the websites and the phone numbers. And so on the New Jersey Spotlight News, where I had been interviewed once, and I feel like it was a terrible interview, honestly. I really think that if I had the choice to sort of have access, I really should email and see if I can get access to the full interview video, because I feel like I said other things during that interview that were important and they weren't really put in. Regardless, doesn't even matter. That's probably just another thing on a to-do list that's not necessary. I can tell my own side, but I'm not surprised at everyone having these difficulties. Now, like I said, I'm trying some stuff out. I've got this little microphone, which I've had and lost, and so now I'm going to be looking over here where I've got this written out on the screen. On the video, I had posted that as a disabled person, the issues with getting appointments and help with vaccine information is not a surprise at all. I'm actually feeling almost vindicated in my years of bitching, as people have given me no sympathy over my complaints, and now that everyone else is experiencing what the last 10 years of my life have been like, they are just completely outraged and beside themselves. The hours, days, weeks of struggle and frustration to navigate the healthcare system is absolutely nothing new to me at all. And I find it difficult to feel sympathy when people have literally bullied, harassed, and gaslit me over my struggles in the past. And I certainly empathize with the struggle, but my sympathy is just not really there. And you know what? That can be, seen as being a shitty person, but I'm just being honest. Okay? And you might be wondering, what's the difference between sympathy and empathy? Empathy is where it's like, well, I know how you feel. I understand the frustration and the struggle. I get it. And sympathy is like, wow, I feel really bad for what you're going through. You can be sympathetic towards someone without feeling empathy. You can feel empathy for someone and not feel sympathy. It's the same as the difference between jealousy and envy. Envy is when you're looking at what someone else has and being like, oh, that's so great, I wish I had that as well. Jealousy is moreover looking at them and saying, oh, wow, their situation is so great, I wish I could take that from them so that I could have it instead of them. And I know none of this really matters. Language evolves all the time, and in this, hyper-connected internet world, linguistics is still changing and the way people speak online is different, and it's actually very valid. The fact that when you see the difference between how I write and how I speak naturally, it's like two different people at some points. I get it. When I'm just naturally speaking, I'm kind of like, oh, yo, let me tell you about this story from like this other day when like this stuff was going down. But then you hear how I've just read what I'd written. So the way I speak, the way I type, all these different things can seem a little like confusing because sometimes I'm like hyper casual. Sometimes I seem to be like a book, or I've been accused of being a bot, called pretentious, all these things. So it's like one of my interests is linguistics, and I actually, I'm here to say that, regardless of if you use proper grammar or a lot of slang, it's still totally valid. Try not to be an elitist prick like I was when I was younger. Especially as my reading capabilities seem to be lower than they used to be. I'm at the point of having to read things out loud for proper comprehension. Whatever. So, the other two things I wanted to say are a lot to do with each other. So, I mentioned I've got the little microphone. I'm currently using the actual, not selfie camera for taking this video. And I've got a mirror that's lit up back here to give light, and there's light up here. And part of the reason why I'm wearing this hat, not only do I have a bad hair day, but to keep the light from being too bad is my glasses refract, and you can see the mirror in my reflection right now. But the issue with the light from above is like painfulness, so trying to work on things like that. I also found some of my old attachments for the phone. See, these are camera lenses. I can't find the macro right now, but this is the part that clips over the lens. I've got one of these is fisheye, one of these is wide and like an ultra zoom. This was part of a little set with a selfie stick so that you can start and stop video and take pictures. I never got it working properly, but you never know. So I'm, finding various things. Where'd it go? I found my pop filter that I had forgotten about. When I did that live stream, I forgot about this. So anytime I said an S, I was probably whistling. I hate that sound. I hate when I make that sound. I hate when other people make that sound. So this for it's over here. I need to sneeze. This thing, I forget. Oof, ow. It's the brand of this again. My friend gave me this microphone. I forget the name of the brand of it right now. I know it's a good one though. So I think, figuring a better setup with this might also be... I've got like a desk standy one instead that might be better. I also need to get things for my computer keyboard and mouse to lower the clicking sound. It drives me insane, drives my partner insane, drives my grandmother insane, all the clicking. And I'm pretty sure all that clicking is not fun if I'm doing a gaming live stream. So, I really feel like stuff like that, stuff like these, all this equipment, not having it easily around has been, much lower video quality and everything. And now that I'm feeling less depressed, like, I feel like actually should do a little bit better quality. It doesn't have to be massively better, but a little bit better. And that ties into my final point, which was a plan of something I wanted to do. Basically, I want to get one of those like Skillshare subscriptions that so many different YouTubers have, like first 1,000 people to click this get a month free. Because not only do all these different YouTubers talk about how, Skillshare, they learn all the video things, but I've seen people talking about like life skills and stuff on there. And these are things I'm struggling with. I've been having a lot of stress, anxiety, and just general difficulties because I struggle with executive dysfunction and trying to do things like phone calls and scheduling. And for some reason, my brain is just like completely broken on the topic. I even talked to my psychiatrist about this, how executive dysfunction is an issue and people need to be able to have help with it. Because it seems like the services I've just wasted the last like month trying to get for myself aren't a service that exists. That's not a thing. So, trying to bully myself into doing things doesn't really work. With executive dysfunction, I want to do a thing. I'll tell myself to do the thing in my head. I'll tell myself to do the thing out loud. I will tell someone else that I'm going to do the thing to maybe, try to hold myself accountable. And then I'm just screaming at myself in my head for being a loser because I'm not doing it. And I understand a lot of why. There's psychological reasons where, I feel like if I can't do something right, I may as well not do it at all. And, if I do it bad, people are going to be mad and disappointed in me and blah, blah, blah. And it's like a trauma loop pretty much. And and then because, of course, I'm having literal trauma about like, oh, I need to clean my room, make some appointments. I feel stupid for feeling trauma about making calls and cleaning my room, and then I'm gaslighting my damn self. Yay, mental illness. Just turn every single molehill into a mountain range. You have one little issue in your brain, it's just like, shut it all down. The world is over. Life as we know it is over. Give up everything. It's really self-defeating. And it's just like, you get frozen in place. I really didn't want to go on a super big rant about executive dysfunction, but it is very difficult to try to find any sort of help for it. It's difficult to find any sort of methods that can work. I don't know how to find communities for things, and it feels to me like in order to actually get anything done that I'm struggling with, I have to actually do the thing I'm struggling with. And it's like, how can I start? Like, the whole thing is like, oh, just bully yourself into doing it. Yeah, trying to bully myself into doing it has given me even more deep-seated guilt issues, because then I gaslight myself for things I can't. It's this whole big thing. And I am not anywhere near the only person with this issue. A lot of neurodivergent people, and that means, people with autism or learning disabilities, ADHD. There's a lot of different ways to be neurodivergent. There's a lot of struggles with executive functioning among people who are neurodivergent. So there needs to be more help for that, which kind of ties into my first point about, the healthcare system being a cesspool. So that is about it, but I think I'm just going to finish off by a little update with The Sims 4, because I have not yet done like getting Filmora and stuff, but I've been learning how to take video clips, screenshots, just kind of accidentally. Been fooling around with different game packs to learn a wee bit. And so I'm trying to like refine what I should do with it. Right now I feel like I have too many save files, my computer's crap and it's all clogged up. So I should refine it down to a few, like maybe 3 save files. One that's completely unmodded, no mods, built-in game cheats only, and a save file just for me, and a save file for YouTube, because right now I've got like 10 save files. I'm pretty sure that's part of why the game doesn't work well. And I mean, we already know, if you've been here a bit, if you've seen any of my live streams in the past, not the greatest quality, eh? So, figuring out stuff with that, because I would like to put up more things with The Sims 4. It'd be a great way to do like a virtual tour of my home, because I don't think I want to do an actual... It's been requested for me to do a virtual, like a walkthrough tour of my house, but because of all the different like family pictures and like mail with addresses showing and things like that, it's really not something I feel like I can do safely. So I'd rather do a virtual tour. Yeah, you'll still see the layout of my house and everything, but whatever. It's an apartment. It's not a unique layout. And I also am just enjoying downloading custom content, stuff on the gallery. I want to upload stuff to the gallery. I really enjoy The Sims. I tried being into Minecraft. My computer also struggles with that. There's a lot of it, and I don't know a lot of the controls. I was playing Guild Wars 2, but that's difficult for me with my hand issues, so I really like The Sims. I'm gonna want to do more Sim stuff. But this video has been way longer than it was meant to be, and while I could edit out any sort of background noise or pauses or times where I tripped over myself corrected, I'm not going to. I don't have the time and energy for that. I just really felt the need to talk about some of this stuff and how I want to, do Skillshare and figure out how to, learn some life skills, how to schedule, time management, and get myself better capable of dealing with a lot of things, phone calls, etc., etc. And that's a positive thing, and I wanted to share that. As well as bitch about people complaining about the medical system as if I haven't been complaining for years while they make fun of me for it. So, I feel a little vindicated there. Anyway, that's it for now. If you if you enjoy my weird rambling content, the way I just almost use YouTube as a diary and show my struggles and share the things that I'm trying to do with life improvement, creativity, etc. Like, subscribe, whatever. And I've finally got back to Reddit on my PC, so I'm going to end up actually making a Reddit, subreddit, whatever. Comments seem to be doing a little better now, but I think it'll be a good place for me, personally, to get used to using. So, again, like, subscribe, say hi in the comments, and if you see trolls in the comments, if you're new here, you see trolls in the comments, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not allowing harassment and bullying, but trolling, light joking is okay. And currently, my favorite screen name is Ice Wallow Come. Shout out for having a name that makes me laugh just every single time I see it. And I keep reading it out loud intentionally when there's no need to. It cracks me up. Keep coming up with names like that. I really enjoy it. Bye.